We're talking about his brand as a rapper and how insane it looks. And as of yesterday, I think it's solidified, Not Like Us, as the greatest diss record of all time because of this lawsuit.
Oh, come on, man.
Rap is perception.
You know what? I'm gonna start taking what you say.
Facts?
I'm gonna start
Since when has rap been facts?
I'm gonna start taking.
It's perception. I'm
gonna start taking what you say verbatim.
New Rory and Mal is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's the top of the year. It feels like a completely blank slate, which to some is cool, but to others brings a lot of anxiety and a lot of doubt. Sometimes you need to sit with somebody and work through those feelings and what the rest of your year looks like. To me, therapy is the best solution for that. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/RoryMall today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RoryMall. Mall, it is playoff time, which means it is prize pick time. It is now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on Prize Picks.
Download the app today and use code RoryMall to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code RoryMall to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
Mal, it is 2025, and there are listeners out there right now thinking, how am I going to make this year different? It's time to be my own boss, and the answer is Shopify. It is the best time right now because Shopify makes it simple and easy to create your brand, open your business, and get your first sale.
Established in 2025. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/RoryMall, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/RoryMall to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/RoryMall. Baby D, what's up? You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
How you feeling?
I've been better, but I'm okay.
Okay. All right,
we do have to be very gentle with Damaris today because there is a chance that TikTok will be gone.
Well, that's why I asked her how she's doing, because I know, she was hoping that her president-elect Donald Trump would save TikTok. But
I wrote him a letter.
Yeah, he's gonna get in there and make some things happen. I think we just gotta get him in office first. He has other things on the priority list, and then we'll get to TikTok.
I know I'm
World
desperate
peace and then TikTok.
because they were like, yeah, Elon Musk was talking about buying it. And I know that Elon Musk ruins everything he touches. And even still, I was like, there's hope. Like maybe, like he's going to ruin it, but like still, it'll still be there,
Well, I heard rumblings that they were maybe going to sell it to Meek. I saw that on Elon's X.
Well, Meek definitely threw his hat in the bidding ring and said,
The Meek that shall inherit
sell it to me.
Meek is the greatest tweet of all time.
Meek Mill?
Yeah, he's the greatest tweet of all time.
He's definitely up. I would say
you don't know anybody that tweets better than Meek.
Twitter and Instagram were very lonely when he was in jail.
Absolutely.
Everything was much better. I will say, though, speaking of spelling, Fabio is a close second. He's a sleeper when it comes to social media.
Oh, yeah.
He has some insane things. He should have been in our spelling bee.
It's 1A, 1B with Meek and Fabio.
I would have been able to actually maybe beat a person in our spelling bee.
Nah, Fabio would have cooked you. He'd have got you right out of there.
I mean, I'm not even going to say the words that I spelled wrong, but I feel like I could get some of those Fabio misspellings off. What, he spelled Miami wrong or something?
Yeah, but he spelled Miami wrong. He spelled Houston wrong. I don't even know how you spell Houston wrong, but he spelled Houston wrong. He spelled Jewish wrong, but I mean, that could have been to his benefit. And then he said no cap, no yarmulke. So
no cap, no yarmulke.
But see, that's just poetry because you're not understanding the yarmulke is the cap.
It's no the cap.
It's the entendre. I mean, but he does post tweets that are like Meek-esque. Meek is definitely his inspiration. I think this past year he said, "I'm the best father in the world, though. But happy Father's Day." I don't even know where the structure in that.
He didn't even say father. He said, "I'm the best father in the world. Happy Father's Day." Spelling father wrong twice.
Well, that's because in
one tweet.
He lives in a separate home from his kids. His kids stay with his.
So he's a father.
So
he's a farther father.
He's farther away from the kids.
Again, back to poetry. It went over your head. You didn't understand.
Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't understand.
But what is the logic? Let's take out the spelling mistakes. What was he really trying to get at? Like, just because he's the best father, I can't get a happy Father's Day? No. Like he was saying it was like him doing us a favor by him saying,
I guess I'll tell y'all
I guess this holiday is for y'all. Like this is Fabio Day in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
He's the best father, though.
All right, so do we think those rumors are true? Do we think Meek may get TikTok by the 19th?
Pretty sure by the next 3 days. Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's gonna be tough, man.
You don't think the Dreams and Nightmares money could afford the highest user app
so now you pocket watching Meek. See, now you count pockets.
True, my bad.
You don't know what Meek be doing with how much
he be day trading. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know how many dreams he chased. You know how many dreams did he catch? You don't even know. See.
Also, my favorite tweet from Meek in the same hour that he said sell TikTok to me. He said if they get rid of TikTok, we going to X. He said it on X.
On X, yeah.
He said it to all of us that were on.
We just let y'all know where we'll be at.
He said it on Instagram. And then put a link yo, we all going over here.
Yeah, just let you know if y'all don't know where we'll be, if they take TikTok, we'll be right here.
That's like if he went to the club and he's like, yo, we all out to the club.
Yo, Demax,
here.
You think Elon destroyed X? Like Twitter?
Have you been on X lately?
Yeah. Every day. I go in there and just read and just.
I'm kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
He didn't. All right. Twitter was definitely in a downward spiral. It stopped being fun. And then Elon brought chaos back to Twitter, in my opinion.
Which is what was needed.
Yeah, but he brought some crazier people than just what fun Black Twitter was. He brought the whole right with him. The same way Facebook got taken over by your Republican uncle and aunt, that's where now I feel like X is at. Still funny and chaotic, but
I mean, you don't see that, unless you follow that.
No.
How he did the algorithm thing, yeah, if you click one tweet about a certain topic, you're gonna see that shit for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And
stay off that tweet then.
Sometimes if I just don't scroll fast enough, they think that I looked at it, and then I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of that.
Okay.
On top of allowing what he calls free speech has allowed for so many more fake hate accounts. The hate has increased on X.
Oh, for sure.
Substantially. If you tweet the words Black men, Black women, white women, it's a fucking field day. It's absolutely insane. The porn, I know a lot of people are complaining about the porn, but to the people that complain about the porn, I personally tell them if you stop looking at the porn so much, you won't get so much porn.
Yeah.
But they're not feeding porn to your kids. Your kids are going and looking for porn. There's also a porn blocker on Twitter, but whatever. But yeah, it's not.
Who does that?
Underage people who are 16 years old and watching that shit.
And there's been times, even over the weekend, I took Amara to the indoor playground. And when she's having fun, I'll just check my phone every now and then, scroll through the timeline. I'm at a kid's indoor playground and it's just pussy. I was like, oh shit. Got to put my phone down so I don't end up on a list. I was the guy watching porn at a kid's indoor playground. You can't escape it.
Rory said, I got to put my phone down. He pulled his phone back out and bookmarked it.
Oh no, I had to go back and find it. I didn't get a good look at it.
He didn't refresh. He wanted to go back.
He wasn't in the right place to view that content at the moment, but you did want to go back to it and you kind of give it a gander.
Fave for pussy, retweet for ass.
Yeah, you got.
Are y'all gonna? This sounds crazy. I know it was about to sound crazy. As far as are y'all gonna explain the dangers of porn to your teenagers?
Yeah, which that wasn't in our birds and bees conversation because porn wasn't so readily available. But that is something I think our generation will be the first to do with their kids, to talk about the actual dangers of porn. That you can go get addicted and fuck your entire perception of sex up. This is not for you.
Right.
That is kind of the one thing I do agree with your side about. I do think porn is very damaging.
Oh no,
especially to young developing brains, keep that shit away from.
Yeah, no, it's definitely something that you should definitely talk to your kids about, and just let them know. Even though kids get to age, they're gonna explore, they're gonna find things. But I think if you give them that conversation beforehand, even when they do find it, they go into it knowing yo, this is not really something I should be consuming too much of.
Because you could even monitor their tweets and follow them and this and that. You can't monitor their timeline.
Yeah.
That shit will be.
It's gonna happen eventually. You could.
It's not their browser history.
You could prepare kids for. I know some of my best friends that grew up in some really nice households and they're doing 15 years in prison.
But that's what's so funny about the right's alliance with Elon, because to them, nuclear family, porn is the fucking devil, God, this and that. Elon has 15 kids by 74 baby mothers. He has so much porn on his shit. He is quite the opposite of what the standard Republican is. And listen, I'm here for the SpaceX shit, but that whole we're killing legacy media and the truth is here by the people, fuck your community notes. There's so much misinformation on that fucking app.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, all bullshit, but don't come here and tell me that this is the truth.
I mean, you're gonna always have bullshit. Nothing is gonna be bullshit free, or nothing is gonna be 100% facts all the time. But I think that they have done a pretty decent job, as much as they can, of kind of limiting fake stories and things like that, and eliminating it. And, you know, people do a good job of jumping on those tweets like, this is fake, posting the real link, like the facts and things like that. Like, I mean, there's only so much you could do.
And it's just a crazier echo chamber of a rabbit hole for whatever opinion you're reading at the time. Like the way, if you're watching Fox, you're always going to get the right. Watching CNN, you're always going to get the left and no other opinion. X is like that on steroids. If I click one Republican thing, that's what I'm getting. And people just stay over there because it's in their algorithms. That's the dangerous part to me.
It's interesting seeing people that you like with some of your first follows on Twitter. Like if you had your Twitter account as long as I've had.
How do you see that?
I'm just saying, like, people that still pop up on your.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like you're like, damn, we've been following each other for over 14 years probably.
I think I made my Twitter in 08 or 09.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
When you think about, like, you and somebody, we've been following each other for 14 years. Like,
yeah,
that's insane when you think about it.
Like, I could have watched you have a 15-year-old now.
Yeah.
that's
fucking nuts.
That's
not longer than that. Shout out to Chris. He had you know, his son that he has on his he's been posting his son on his page for forever, and he posted his son the other day, and his son is now 21. 21st birthday. I was like, dog, like, there's no way. Like, I watched your kid grow up. Like, remember when you was like washing his face, like taking him to school in the morning? Like, he was like 4 or 5 years old. Like, 21 years old now.
And it's all from Team Followback.
Nah, that wasn't Team Followback. That's somebody I really know.
Yo, Team Followback.
You was definitely Team Followback.
Never.
How long you been following me on social media, on Twitter? Probably since, what, 2012 maybe?
Yeah, probably around then. Yeah, whenever Palooza started.
So probably.
Because I think that was probably around the time, I think you came to like the second Palooza or some shit. And I think that might have been the first time I met you. So yeah,
whichever
2012 or 2013, I probably started following you.
Whichever Palooza, it wasn't.
And your fake tweets.
Yeah.
I was there. I know they're fake.
It's all fake.
Shout out to Bills.
Whichever Palooza that was in Harlem on, I think it was 100 and...
at the Kappa Castle. That was the third one. Okay. So that was 2012 or 13 or something like that. Yeah. And then I followed you, realized what a piece of shit you were. Yeah. But it's been nice to see over the years how you've developed into more of a piece of shit.
Come on, man.
No growth. No growth at all from tweet one to now.
So y'all really never did I never did Team Follow Back, but I will. This is so embarrassing that I'm admitting this. I remember DJ ZD.
Of course.
Twitter legend.
I definitely was one of the girls that I submitted photos for DJ ZD to post.
No way.
You was a ZD girl? You had the t-shirt?
You was a big ZD?
The t-shirt is
Dude, hers was a big ZD.
You was a big ZD?
For those that don't know, this gentleman by the name of DJ ZD on Twitter started this trend.
Was he an actual DJ?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
I've heard him DJ before too.
Oh, okay.
He would post like, ladies, send me a selfie. I think that's how it started. And it would just be a thread of all these pretty women. Yeah. And I think ZD,
Jet Magazine.
He realized what he had on his hands, and he was like, well, I mean, let me see some cleavage. And that went to a whole different place.
You showed him some cleavage?
No, I don't have cleavage. I think I was one of the ones that was like short girls or something like that. And I posted it.
You were more on the PG side until it got a little crazy.
It's very, very embarrassing.
You was a Jet ZD of the week?
Jet ZD.
He was ZD of the week.
Yo, you done? Very embarrassing. I'm so happy that my old Twitter is non-existent. It got deleted.
Delete that shit every 27 days.
No, my old Twitter has been deleted. I can't get it. I deactivated it for more than 30 days. You know me, getting off social media. I deactivated it for more than 30 days. So my old Twitter I've had since 2010. 2011 is gone. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. I used to see that like, God damn, she fine, but she tweeting ZD all the time. Like I couldn't.
Yeah.
Like, because at that point it started to be like, nah, you can't wife the girl that keeps sending ZD the photos.
Yeah, more than one is crazy.
If you said it sounded like hate too. Now now you hating on ZD.
It's always sounding like hate. Anytime you go against what's going on, you hating. It's always the same shit.
What did Two Dope Boys do with their like they did like their model shit as well, or like whatever girl it was called.
Really?
Oh damn! I need to find it.
Two Dope Boys. Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mech and Shake. So they did. damn, I forgot the name of it, but Kia won't be mad for me telling this. I found out like maybe a few months into us talking, I saw that she was on like a Too Dope Hottie of the Week. I was like, nah, man. Not my baby.
You felt that she was on the blog?
Two Dope Boys bombshell or some shit. I'm like, they did a write-up. I'm like,
damn, not a feature piece.
A bio?
And then I was at like a backyard barbecue at my man Corey Town's house, and Mech was there DJing, and Kia was with me, and I was like, damn, man, now I gotta remind him that she was a Too Dope bombshell.
You didn't have to remind him.
That's hilarious.
You didn't have to remind him, actually.
I mean, but it's nothing. If it was
What's funny is Kia didn't even know she was on it. Like, she wasn't on Twitter like that. So I guess they found her IG, and it's not like they put it on their IG. They just put it on the blog. And I think we were Googling something, and it came up there, and I was like, nah, you was a Too Dope Hottie?
Oh, my God. And they found her IG.
And she's out the loop with hip-hop shit. So she was like, what's Too Dope Boys? I was like, it's like one of the greatest blogs that ever existed in hip-hop, but I mean, now I can't even look at you the same.
Wait, so she didn't know it was on there up until when?
Until we both found it on the internet.
How long ago was this? Y'all found it?
Like a year.
So how did they get it right?
She didn't know up until...
No, she didn't. They in the interview where they just like, I guess they found her IG and like explained what she was doing. I don't fucking know.
Wait, she didn't know until a year ago?
Yeah, and this was, I mean, she must have been like 21 when they put it up.
That's crazy. Finding out a year ago that you was on Too Dope, and that had to be what, 20 what?
I'm trying to find it out. It was so... Saturday Night Sexy. How did you find it?
Saturday Night Sexy.
Oh, damn. Your baby mom, though? Had your baby mom
You're being a Saturday Night Sexy, dog? Oh, my God. Yo, how you being a Saturday Night Sexy?
Damn, man.
She SNS?
Can you pull it up? Why can't I find it? I even typed in Saturday Night Sexy.
You know why you can't find it. You had it wiped from there? Why I can't find it? You know why?
Okay. Damn,
Saturday
man.
Night Sexy.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was a rough day, man.
I mean, listen, man. At least you know that your BM has always been a beautiful woman.
According to Shaken and Mech, I mean,
she's always been.
Once at that point, I was like, well, let's have a child if Shaken and Mech feel this way about you. You're on a legendary site.
Yeah, you was a Saturday Night Sexy. All right, man, we gotta procreate. I mean, it's only right.
Of course, I'm joking around. We just laughed about it, but
you know,
it was definitely a fun day to like make Kia feel like I thought that was a bad thing. Like, damn, yo, he was one of them.
Oh my God, you got.
Like, I didn't even know I was on that.
You got to make it uncomfortable. You have to. It's only right.
Damn, man.
Damn, not my baby. Saturday Night Sexy. Damn.
How many bodies is Saturday Night Sexy?
Oh, you know, if you let the internet tell it, she done.
That's 1,000 bodies.
Yeah. That's like
if a blogger posts a photo that's already up.
Yeah, that's 1,000. You know, she been ran through.
All right.
Yo, all right. Yo, you good?
It was a joke before.
No, I'm saying that's what the internet would try to create. That type of narrative.
That's what the internet would do, right?
Yeah.
Not more.
Y'all should do like something like that, like almost like a throwback. Like Monday money bags or some stupid shit like that.
Money Bag Mondays?
Yeah, Money Bag Mondays. And we feature somebody.
Oh, wait.
We got
damn, they must have just taken down Too Dope Boys.
Yeah, they took down the whole site. I can't find it, period.
Yeah, well, I found the tweet, man. Like,
that was the picture?
I guess, yeah.
Damn.
You'd money bag it.
No, I was expecting that to be like an older picture. Like,
ooh, yo, Maul.
No, I'm just saying this looks like it could be more recent.
This was in 2020.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking it was like back in like 2016 or something like that.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm glad I got that off my chest. I haven't even talked about it in therapy with that whole thing. And, you know, we're talking about talks we have to have with our kids.
Yeah.
That's, you know, one day I'm going to sit Amara down and be like, listen, I know you have access to the internet now.
Yeah, you're going to see some things.
At one point, your mother was posted by a blog.
She was a Saturday Night Sexy. Your mom was a Saturday Night Sexy. That's dope, though. To have those pictures, like, I like when people do that on I catch like some Twitter posts sometimes and they be like, you know, my mom was a baddie back in the day, and they show their mother now, and they show
still
like
bad?
She's still bad?
Yeah, like you could tell, like, oh, you could tell but then they show like older pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, my pop said he was crushing them in high school.
Oh,
crushing
yeah.
hearts.
Mm-hmm. That was a TikTok trend.
I like that trend.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Remember like the first or second Father's Day on Twitter? That was like the horniest I think I've ever seen women I mean, before this new era of horniness, I've ever seen women on a timeline before. Everyone posting their pops, and there was the thirstiest tweets to everyone's Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'd fuck your dad. I'm like, God damn, what is wrong with these boys?
Well, that's what the ops was telling me in the spaces. Like, we saw your dad at the show. Tell him I said hi. I'm like,
damn, your dad was there?
yeah, I can't play the games with my pops because he not gonna play with you. Like, he gonna really, I'm gonna have to like really like come out there and grab him. Like, yo, chill, you bugging.
I mean, he's good. How many siblings do you have?
Yeah. My pops,
like, his shit work.
I know that shit work.
He not playing. Like, you can't all that. Hey, pops. Like, nah. Don't play with him like that. Leave him alone.
What's funny is you're 42. He looked 42.
Yeah, my dad. He looks good for his age.
Like every time I've seen the photo of you guys, I can't pick them out.
Yeah.
Of who's a sibling and who's your father. I'm like, oh, these are all Biggs kids.
Yeah. Dad was athletic though. He was always in shape, always athletic. So, took care of himself.
That's what's up. Word. Tell him I say hi. Respectfully though, I fuck with your mom. I would never, but tell him I say hi.
Yeah, I fuck with your mom. I would never. All right, baby D.
I do fuck with your mom. Your mom is cool.
Yeah.
Well, you should call your pops and see if he'll let you do porn.
My pop, he, not only would he let me do porn, he would ask me if they would hire him. Like, would they let him do it?
Ew, Maul would be in that father-son fantasy tab on fucking Pornhub. Ugh.
Yeah.
Nah, I just got a real-time email. I think we could talk about this. So we were trying to have LiAngelo Ball on the podcast. And we were, going back and forth on email with teams or whatever. And we just now, in real time, got an email back from someone on our team. A quick note that LiAngelo Ball is passing, but they did say they liked what Rory said about it.
I knew that. What did I just tell you before we started recording?
What
did I just tell you before we started recording when we said that we got a copyright strike for using the song?
Oh, yeah.
I said, one of them brothers is a fan of this show or listens to this show. Like, there's no way. There's no way. I can look at them and tell.
But I don't have any IP on that because it was my DJ mix. Like, we didn't play the LiAngelo Ball song. I took his vocals and put it over Cannon's beat.
Yeah.
Or unless a friend of the show, Cannon, put a little copyright strike on it.
You should hit the group chat. Yo, Cannon, what you was doing last night? He was on YouTube striking shit.
And also, there's no way that LiAngelo Ball does his own copyright strikes. I'm sure just someone at UMG had did that. But, man, I was really hoping that we could get, like, the one-on-one LiAngelo versus Maul situation. I see why he would pass and probably go to people that are saying great things about the record. But I think that would be...
That's the problem.
That's the good content, in my opinion.
Exactly.
It's the good content. But like I told you on those 2 episodes we talked about it, you OD shitted on that record. Like, I didn't feel like the shit you took was necessary.
That shit sound like Chat GPT Hot Boys.
Now,
like somebody said, yo, in Chat GPT, you'll make me a Hot Boys record. That shit is not a good song. I don't care that everybody on the internet is posting that shit on their story. That shit is trash.
Now, I think if you just said you didn't like the record, there may have been a chance that he would have came on the show. Yeah. You did go a little extra in personal of like, he's ruining music.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I'm going to go on the show and someone says I'm ruining music.
Could we have this conversation end of the year? Can we revisit this moment, this record?
I don't think music will be ruined. I think it'll still be intact.
No, can we revisit this song at the end of the year?
Oh, sure. I don't care.
All right, cool.
I've been listening to that song though, and I regularly listen to that song. I can tell that I'm gonna probably like that song for a very long time.
Now,
there's no way y'all really like that record, bro.
Yeah, I like it.
That shit is a Cash Money Hot Boys fucking Chat GPT version of that. There's no way y'all feeling that record.
Now, should I reply to this email with examples of what we've done with BetterHelp? I'll just do the LiAngelo record.
Oh yeah, I'll just do it. Maul won't sit in. Maul will be yelling from the kitchen. That shit dirt.
I mean it. All right, man.
Yeah, we'll just send them the BetterHelp ads and be like, look, sometimes Rory just does it.
So you would rather go, and not saying this is the case. We don't know why he passed. Like that could be why he passed. But
I mean, I can assume if he said his team said we're gonna pass, but he liked what Rory said, means that he's passing because he hated what you said.
All right, cool.
In a very nice way.
So you think that it's better to go sit with somebody that's just like, yeah, no, this record is amazing. And what was your inspiration behind making it? And who the fuck wants to sit and watch that?
Well, that kind of goes back to the Elliot conversation we were having of salacious shit versus real journalism. I think both is great. I think him sitting with you and talking about that and actually proving that maybe he does really, really care about music and it's been a passion for a while. This isn't just some random shit.
Exactly.
Hey, look at all this footage of when we were in high school when I was rapping. Like, what's the difference? That would be a great combo. But he should also go to people that are saying they like the record.
Yeah. You ain't, when people talk shit about you.
You said it.
Said what?
You liked it.
I do.
All right, and I said I didn't. So why he still could have? There's somebody here that said they liked the record.
That's not.
What, everybody got to say they like it? Like,
no,
so that's why to me.
No,
that's
but
bullshit.
we're saying you went. I could see how someone would take that more personal than, hey, I just dislike this. Like there was like when I put my album out, there's plenty of people that said I don't like this, and cool, that's your music opinion, no harm, no foul, I don't care. But then there was people that went like extra in, I don't like this because of who this human being is, and like list off that. That's how it felt. It's like, God damn.
I don't know him. It ain't that. I just want that record is trash. I don't know him. I'm not saying he's a trash person. The record is trash.
You ain't going on nobody podcast who said, man, Rory and Mal, that shit is dirt. You're not going to go visit their podcast on your next press one.
Some people like say maybe a Russ would go do that because he likes to confront people that disagree with him or don't like his music, which I think is cool. He won me over years ago when he was doing that shit. I respect it.
Russ is a perfect example. And we spoke about it when we had him on. Was in the airport at Atlanta when we was on the same flight coming from Atlanta to New York. Mm-hmm. Was at the desk together, saw him. You know, obviously I'm like, oh, that's Russ. I didn't know him though. Mm-hmm. So we had never met, never spoke, never had no exchange online. I may have probably said something about him that he probably didn't like, but it was never nothing disrespectful. I always thought he was talented. And then when he came and we sat and talked, he remembered, he's like, yeah, I saw we was in Atlanta, we was on the same flight coming to New York. He was like we didn't really speak. And I was like, I just didn't like, he was like, yeah, you just indifferent about me. Like he understands, like people just don't have a real opinion on me because they either don't know me, that my music doesn't really stick with them like that. Like to me, that's the type of people that's dope to sit down with, people that understand. Like I get why people not kind of like really don't fuck with me like that. He's still successful. He still sells out shows. He still sells a lot of records and shit like that. But if it's somebody with a platform says, yo, I don't know. Or if he sees you in person and you ain't really, it's no energy like but you obviously, he knows who you are and you know him. It's still not no issue though. It's just like, yo, I understand. You just don't really. Yes, because
you weren't, like you said, indifferent. You passionately came here. That shit is fucking trash. Y'all pretending to like it. He just having a viral moment. That shit ain't going nowhere.
But it is.
He ruining music. Look what they doing to the game I love. That's okay. I'm not.
It is.
Okay, that's fine.
Every year, what do we sit here and say? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The rap is like, yo, that's fine. Trash.
That's fine. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that he's being too sensitive when you dragged it. We all told you you were dragging it. I never said he was being
too sensitive.
Oh, okay. I'm like, we ain't gonna paint it like he. No, but like, why wouldn't you want to come on here? Because like, if you said some shit like that about my music, and first of all, I'm a brand new rapper. I'm just coming in. You have a huge fucking platform. And I'm trying some new shit. I'm trying rap and I'm passionate about it. Artists sensitive about their shit. No, I'm not coming on your show. I might slap the shit out you. I'm not coming on your show.
Well, that's
you was spicy. You was too spicy with your shit.
Well, we know that's not happening.
I mean, I think Russ told that story to kind of allude to like, oh, you quiet now.
Yeah.
See, I'm not.
That's crazy.
Don't do that because Russ was a sweetie pie.
No, Russ is my guy. That's my like. But he understood at that moment when we actually saw each other and we were on the same flight. He could just tell, like, you know, I didn't say nothing to him. He didn't say nothing to me. But it wasn't beef. It was just like, I really don't know you. We never met. So it's like,
Wait, Damaris, I think I figured it out.
What's up?
Mother I. Mm-hmm. You hate LiAngelo because he's on UMG. Now it makes sense. Before we were like, yo, did you guys have a woman in common? Like this energy feels odd. Now I see the hate started when he did that deal with the op.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah, you got it right.
Mother I. And then misquote the song.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it right.
I guess we'll go to the elephant in the room. Where do we want to begin? Damaris was trying to give me some shit right when she walked out the elevator.
Yeah, I did.
Feeling like she had a gotcha moment. No. Same way the internet did.
I just said you're going to walk back your take. That's what I said. Are you going to walk back your take?
Do you fools watch pods or just skim through them? I don't understand.
Well, I was sitting here. I didn't have to watch. I was like quite literally talking to you.
It is recorded. You know that?
I'm aware.
Okay. So Damaris came in here and said, you're going to walk your take back. I said, what take would I have to walk back? She said that you said Drake was trying to save music and save all the artists. I never said that shit. Matter of fact, when we replied to Charlamagne, I said very, very clearly, even if he is doing this for selfish reasons, which he may be, I don't particularly give a fuck because I think that petition could be very good for all artists. If UMG has to go through depositions, open their books, there could be some bad practices of how songs are manipulated between DSPs and majors. Now, that is what I said, and I don't walk that take back whatsoever. Do I think Drake was doing it to save all the artists? No, nor did I say he was.
Right.
I just thought it was going to be something that could have been good in the long run for everybody, but still understood why it made Drake look completely fucking nuts to the rest of the world. Now, that petition is gone, and what has replaced it is just a straight up defamation case for Drake to UMG. And at this point, I'm not walking anything back. I am taking myself out of the objective column.
Okay.
You can't do a defamation case in a rap battle. What he was doing before with the manipulation, I still think it's odd to sue in a rap battle, but I fully understand it. If Drake is in the middle of a negotiation with a major label and they put money behind a song that calls him a pedophile, fucks with his reputation, lowers his value in that negotiation, that is illegal, and he has a case. With that said, you're still a rapper, and there's still rapper rules. This is just a straight up defamation case when you asked Kendrick to do that, knowing he was on UMG. And I would like
Kendrick to do what?
Call me a pedophile. Or you think Tupac said that?
Sorry.
He's straight up said. And that's where, again,
he asked Kendrick to call him a pedophile?
Yes, in Tailor Made.
I don't remember him asking Kendrick to call him a pedophile.
Tupac was telling Kendrick Lamar that he should call Drake a pedophile. The ghost of Pac. Or he's still alive. Maybe he recorded it in Cuba. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't, again, I saw the other petition having some value in the long run. But now that this is just a defamation case, I personally just don't care anymore because that's completely between Drake and UMG. And I fully agree that it looks insane in a rap battle if you tell someone to call me a pedophile and then at some point you sue a company for funding what you told them to do. And on top of that, how would you be looking at this? Let's say Drake never sues and Kendrick ends up, let's say Kendrick lost and Kendrick ends up suing UMG because Drake said that he's a woman beater and that his son isn't his. How would you view that? Would you be okay with it?
If a company publishes a song or does something that directly violates my contract I have with them, I'm not mad at any artist that is suing that company.
Okay.
If we have a contract before any battle, anything happens, we signed the contract however long ago, and in my contract, the company, because we love to talk about the machine and how they fuck artists over all the time.
Fuck them.
If they violated my contract with them, an artist, because it's, oh no, now all of a sudden we want morals and integrity in rap, right? That's now out. Now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, you can't sue in that. You can't do this with rap. Niggas do everything else with rap. Niggas put out songs with niggas that can't rap. Push songs and music with niggas that can't rap.
Give them $13 million deals.
All day. We could do all of that. But when it comes down to the artist saying, I'm going to protect my contract, y'all did not honor what's in my contract. Y'all violated my contract. Now it's, oh, nah, he bugging. He can't do that.
Okay, so what I want to ask you, because I read some of the lawsuit, I didn't come across exactly what you're saying. What did they violate in his current contract? Because what I'm seeing is this is a defamation lawsuit that in my next contract, you know that we're in negotiations, and you supported him putting this record out knowing that it would tarnish my character, therefore hoping to, you guys not have to pay me as much in our next negotiation. So where did UMG violate a past contract by releasing Kendrick's record, which is what this lawsuit is for?
Again, I don't know. I don't know what Drake and UMG's contract is, but I'm saying if his lawyers, which we can assume he has great lawyers, they know his contract. They know exactly what's in his contract with UMG. If they feel like something was violated and they move forward with it and took it to a federal court, then I think that they know exactly what they're doing. Like, so any public opinion and public perception, we know no matter what happens, it could come out tomorrow that they absolutely did some dirty shit to Drake, violated him, did whatever they did. And people are still going to say, yo, but you can't do that in rap.
But that's not
so it doesn't matter.
That's not what the lawsuit is saying. No, the lawsuit is saying it's a defamation case. You supported an artist saying terrible things about me that aren't true. That's what they're saying.
Now it's straight up defamation instead of a discovery of bad practices between DSPs and major labels.
Yeah,
that's why I was excited about it and why I liked it. Yeah. Now this is just a straight up defamation case, which again, by definition, Drake has a solid case. You are funding somebody that called me a pedophile and it ruined my reputation. Where people have a problem with it, myself included, is it's almost like entrapment. Because by definition, rap battles are defamation.
Yeah.
So if you went in knowing, Drake even said on the shop, I study rap battles for a living. And I believe him because there has been times when Drake has mopped people up in rap battles. You study this for a living. You know what a rap battle is. It's by definition, who can defame each other worse. So going in knowing that and also defaming someone else, you then turn around and sue for the definition of a rap battle? That is where everyone is kind of like, all right, man. Even people like myself that understood the first petition are looking at this now like, yes, you are right, but at what point do you just save face?
But save face so that the label doesn't pay for the shit that they violated?
But you keep saying that the label violated when his suit is not that the label violated anything. His suit is that they allowed Kendrick to say mean things about him.
Again, that's what we know so far. We don't know exactly what they violated. Like, yes, it's a defamation suit, but where did that come in at? Like, where did they do that at? Now we know that, oh yes, you publish a song with somebody saying things about me. You posted my home on DSPs with sex predator markers above my home. That could be in his contract with shit like that. A label cannot they cannot allow that to happen. I'm just saying we don't know the nuances of this contract with UMG.
And we are kind of agreeing with you. I think he has a case. Yes, by
no, I know you think that he has a case.
I know that's obvious. Of course, it's defamation if UMG is distributing a photo of my house with pedophile dots all over it. Yes, that's defamation. Mm-hmm. Everyone is looking at it nuts because had he won, this would probably not be happening. If he won, I don't think everyone would be like, because no one really
But you're going off of ifs though. Like, let's not speak from if this happened, if that happened, if that. Let's speak to what happened, and then speak to the fact that, again, you've never seen his contract with UMG. Of course. I've never seen his contract with UMG. Most people online have never seen his contract with UMG. I'm just saying, just think about it from the standpoint that if his lawyers, his team, feels like there's a violation of their client's contract with this company, and we're moving forward with this lawsuit, there's some validity to that.
But the only thing that we're telling you is as we sit in this room and we have this conversation with the knowledge that we have as far as going through the lawsuit, the news articles, and what is available to us as far as what the lawsuit says.
So speaking from a very limited window of
Speaking from what the lawsuit says, period. That's what anybody can speak to.
Okay.
The lawyers filed a lawsuit.
Right.
The lawsuit is for defamation. The lawyers are not suing for breach of contract. They are suing for defamation. So you keep saying, they broke contract. We're not talking about that because unless you have some, and I'm not even being funny, unless you have some information that you're going to give us, as far as a breach of contract, that's not in this lawsuit. As far as a breach of contract, it's strictly about defamation.
And even I'm sure there probably is some type of clause.
Sure.
A lot of artists contracts between their partner that you can't do that to your artist. There can't be no defamation. So it probably broke the contract. But again, people are looking at it like you went into a battle where defamation is the entire thing. Now, I think it's fucked up if they were changing the rules to make sure not like us went crazy, especially if they're calling him a pedophile. But at this point, I'm out of it because to me now it's a personal Drake UMG
pissing match.
It's back and forth.
So what UMG said, right? They let out something. They said that this is illogical. It's untrue. Throughout his career, Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry to engage in conventionally outrageous back and forth rap battles to express his feelings about other artists. He now seeks to weaponize the legal process to silence an artist's creative expression and to seek damages from UMG for distributing that artist's music, which is basically like, well, Drake, we've put out your music when you said crazy shit about people this whole time, but now because somebody called you a pedophile and you lost the rap battle, now you're using the legal process to sue us when you've been engaging in rap battles.
Yeah, but that's not. And again, I can't, because no matter what I say on the situation, it's going to look like I'm just riding for my guy. But what I'm saying is you can't look at it like that, because if it's essentially, we know that he's in a negotiation with this company, right? Mm-hmm. They're probably one of their biggest artists ever. He's probably asking for things and, that we can't even fathom. No other, probably one of the biggest deals we will ever see an artist get from a label, right? Mm-hmm. Insert rap battle. Here's another artist that this label is publishing and distributing. If he knows some things that they did on that side that will directly, one, violate his contract, hurt his brand, and now interrupt his negotiation leverage in his dealings with them. Because this is a rap battle, y'all feel like he shouldn't do that? He should just say, oh, nah, I'm going to take the loss. I'm going to lose out on money that most people will never see in their life, and I'm just going to let it be what it is.
Now,
is that the stance he should take?
Okay.
I'm just asking, do y'all feel like that's the stance he should take?
This is speculation to answer that. We know that Drake fulfilled his contract and was going in to negotiate with UMG around the time of this rap battle. Mm-hmm. He has put a petition to UMG and is now suing UMG for damages of defamation. Do we think he's going to ever work with UMG again? So either way, all that money or stake or percentage that he is owed by UMG is now gone, and he's probably going to go independent. So at that point, why don't you protect your rapper brand, your fan brand, instead of your legal brand, and move the fuck on?
Again, you say protected. I feel like this is him protecting his brand. I feel like this.
You don't think brand is when it comes to music, a lot of that comes from your fans rather than your legal process or your label's perception of you, especially rappers.
Yes, but you're talking about this is a very different situation though, because we're talking about, you keep saying rapper. This is one of the biggest artists in the world.
That's why I was excited with the petition before, because even if people thought it was sucker shit, I was like, well, Drake is the only one that I know of outside of Taylor Swift that would even have a chance at going at the majors and making them open their books to show what the fuck they do. Okay. And now that is gone and now it's just defamation, we're not going to learn anything at all. So I don't
Okay, so let me ask you something. Do you think that Taylor Swift's label will allow another artist to put her home up on DSPs, a picture of her home up with sex offender markers above her home?
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying Drake doesn't have a right to be upset at his label, but if we're going to the protect the brand conversation post-battle.
This is protecting the brand.
Well, okay, so
but what you're saying because he's negotiating with UMG, that negotiation is not going to happen anymore. They're suing each other. That. You think UMG and Drake are going to work together again?
I don't think UMG is going to watch him leave.
I don't think Drake wants to work with UMG. Fuck UMG, watch him leave. I don't think Drake wants to work with UMG.
I mean, that could be true. That could be true. But I'm just saying if they end up settling and paying him what he wants to stay, you don't think he would take it? It'll be some shit that we've never seen an artist get before.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't think that he would stay? If they be like, yo, you know what? You're right. We did fuck up. We dropped the ball.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
I'm just y'all want to speak on ifs. This is an if.
Hey.
If they do that,
which I doubt it, but yeah.
If right, if they do that, you don't see him taking that.
No, it's saying, not about me seeing him take, whether he takes it or not, that's not what's important. What we're talking about is...
No, y'all just say you don't see him working with UMG ever again. Yeah. I'm saying if They put a deal on the table.
Sure. If he, I don't know Drake well enough to know if he's cool with. I don't know him well enough to know or know his character or know what's important to him for him to put all of these allegations. Well, not allegations, but to say these things. These really hurt him. These put his child at danger. This put him at danger. And then to go back and work with that company and trust that company with all that large sum of money that he makes. I don't know if he'll do that or not. I can't speak on that. When we're speaking about his brand and Rory saying protect his brand, I think what Rory's point is if either way, whether you lose or whether you win, the only thing that's at risk right now is money. The battle has been lost, the reputation has been lost, and then with the lawsuit, people, this is a stain. Whether you win the lawsuit or not, people are going to say, well, damn, Drake won the lawsuit, so this changes how I feel about the way that he went about it. That's not going to happen. So I think that's what Rory is talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why this is about none of that. Because Rory said, yo, think about, the perception and what people are going to view you as in your brand. To me, I don't know for sure. I'm thinking that he's at a point where he's not even thinking about that. He's protecting him, himself, his brand, his reputation. He's not thinking about public perception. He's not thinking about what a few 5,000 fans that have a community on Twitter are saying about him. Like, oh, he's suing. You don't do that in rap. He's not thinking about that. His home got shot up. He had to take his kid out of school. People trying to enter his property. Kids, Matt Hoffa spoke about it. His daughters, they young, they in the house saying, yeah, Drake is a pedophile. He likes kids. Like, so clearly this has affected him beyond probably what people could even imagine. Like, yo, people are really like, this message is like, people are thinking there's some validity to this shit. And
to me,
we're not on that side of not to cut you off, we're not on that side of the table. We're not able to understand that level of business coming from Drake's brand. So people can freely speak and be like, yo, he's suing the lady, yo, that's corny. You don't do that in rap. Okay, cool, if that's how you feel. But you have never operated from that level of business to where you have to protect upwards of $1 billion, $2 billion brand.
But see, one moment.
Okay.
But see, when we sat here, and I don't even want to bring this up because I don't want to make this an argument, because you were king. You don't take no diss back in no rap battle. You don't take no diss back in a rap battle. And when I sat here with my previous co-host and we said, well, you don't know what niggas have to lose the way that this is going. You said, it don't matter. That's rap. Once you rap, once you throw that diss out there, you got to deal with what comes with it. So now that Drake is dealing with what comes with it, which as far as, he has to take his kid out of school, this is in danger, people are calling him a pedophile, all this, all that. When you put out a diss that say, yeah, call him a pedophile, we know what you're going to do. Everybody knew that. Yeah, do it. And drop.
And then also says cease and desist for hoes.
I don't understand where that's going.
He said, Drake asked for this on public record. He asked for Kendrick Lamar to do what he's suing UMG for.
To battle?
Call me a pedophile. Cease and desist for hoes. Yeah, drop more records. And then at the end of the battle said, you burnt it out, it's too much. And then went and sued somebody for doing what he asked them to do. Drop a record, call me a pedophile.
What do you mean he's suing somebody? He's not suing Kendrick.
I know, I said UMG. I said went and sued UMG.
I thought you said like he was suing Kendrick. Like,
but wow. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about you talking about someone we don't know what he's going through on the other side of
the business.
The business. But what I'm saying,
because y'all saying protect the brand. This is protecting the brand.
In Cole's eyes, he was, even though I still disagree with that, was protecting his brand and his peace and his state of mind.
So that's when I'm coming to you and saying,
different because he already engaged. That's the only reason why.
And we're saying Drake said, yo, call me a pedophile, and then went and sued the company that put it out.
Right, because they pushed something
that he asked them to push.
He didn't ask them to push that though.
But this is the thing.
He knows Kendrick has a licensing deal with them.
Yes.
Who else is going to put it out?
Yes, he knew UMG was in charge, was the one distributing or licensing or whatever. He knew that Kendrick was with UMG. He said he knew what Kendrick was going to say. He told him to say that, antagonized him to do all of these things. Then when it happens is, UMG, why would you allow him to say that about me when you knew that he was with UMG and you knew that he was going to say that and you told him to say it? So that's why I said I'm not mad at Drake for suing. Let me make that clear. I'm not mad at Drake for suing.
Legally,
when I'm coming to you is saying you can't say people don't know what they're talking about and that's how people feel and people don't know this and that.
Because you don't. When they took the petition off the table, did you see the shitstorm online? When the first petition came out, oh yeah, the suit is over. And I'm just like,
oh no, but see, I don't even want to talk about it because that's just dumb fans on Twitter.
But this is my point of what people online is gonna. Everybody's gonna run it whenever they get information about this, gonna jump to it and say something. I'm just gonna stand on the side of I feel like if the biggest or one of the biggest artists in the world's lawyer or legal team feels like they have a case and that they feel like we're gonna win this case, I think everybody that has never negotiated from that amount of business or that side of business need to just sit back and just watch what's gonna happen instead of saying, oh, no, you can't do that in rap.
Can I go back to a few of the points that he had just made?
Protect the brand, like
as a human being, I'm not saying this sarcastically. My heart does go out to Drake for your house being shot up and you having to take your kid out of school. Sure. That's insane. How much of that do we think is because Kendrick Lamar put up his house on a thumbnail?
We don't know.
Okay.
You don't know and I don't know.
Of course I don't know. We can speculate here with some common sense. I do not think Kendrick Lamar or anybody sent people to Drake's house to shoot it. That had to do with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
I don't think that's what Drake is alleging. I don't think Drake is alleging that Kendrick had anything to do with it.
I was going to Maul's point of you have to look at Drake's perspective as a human. Like, what would you do if your house was shot up? You had to take your kids out. I feel for him there. I just don't know if that's a direct result of not like us or anything that is in this lawsuit. I think that's a completely separate situation that goes a bit deeper than Kendrick Lamar or anything to do with this particular battle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also think it must suck to hear Mase say, all the kids are saying Drake's a pedophile. Him winning this suit is not going to change the minds of the young kids calling Drake a pedophile. They're not looking at this like, he won in court with UMG, so he must not be a pedophile. We're speaking to the brand that Math was saying. The kids are calling you a pedophile. You can't change that with a lawsuit. The only way I could think to change that was to make good music, and hopefully people will start to forget about this battle and remember that you're a great artist.
And just let the label that the company that pushed that shit just, all right, it's all good. Fuck
they did their job, though.
Listen.
What are they supposed to? The only thing I can think of where it's like, okay, as far as his house being on there, no, the label should have stepped in and said something, right? But both of these people are independent. They're just licensing. What I'm saying is, what were they supposed to do? Say, hey, you're calling Drake a pedophile. You can't put that out, Kendrick. That's unprecedented. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Can't put out the record?
Yeah, you can't put that record out because you're calling Drake a pedophile.
But again, you will never hear me say that the label should have said we're not putting that record out.
So what should the label have done?
I'm saying the label should have whatever contract and agreement that they have together, the label should have honored that. I'm saying that his team, his great lawyers feel like his contract was violated. How are people not comprehending it?
Because no one's saying that. That's what I'm
Y'all are saying, why is he suing? This is a defamation case. You're suing because of a rap battle, And I'm saying, something in his contract was violated.
But what we're saying is, where are you getting that information from? That's what we're asked. I've asked you that from the beginning.
They just issued a lawsuit federally to his company. You think his lawyers are going to do that without feeling like there's some validity in that his contract wasn't? They have his contract. We don't.
I went through a lot of this. They're not. Yes, they probably broke some form of the contract, but this is just a straight up defamation case now. Like, they're suing for defamation, and here's all the bad things that you guys funded that were said about me and changed my reputation. That you could do that even if there wasn't some defamation clause in your contract. That doesn't make defamation legal now all of a sudden. So he's not even talking about his contract from what I read. It's just straight up defamation.
So in your brain, you feel like this lawsuit is either complete bullshit.
No, I think he has a case and I think he'll win.
I don't think he'll win. I get
so this is what I'm sitting here asking. I'm trying to figure out, fuck with the internet. I'm trying to figure out what y'all feel about. Like, what are y'all thinking? So y'all feel like he has a legit case and he'll win. You feel like he doesn't have a legit case and he'll lose.
I'm not saying that I don't think he has a legit case. I'm just looking for, I would need to see examples of this happening before, of two artists who are partnered with the same company and one said a really fucked up thing about the other one and they were like, oh, you shouldn't have put that out. Or like that's what I'm looking for. I'm kind of looking for some precedent. What I'm saying is that I get where Drake is coming from, but just because your lawyers feel like you have a case, that when it comes to rap and hip hop culture, that doesn't matter. Because if somebody came in here and punched you in your shit, right? You have a case that they assaulted you. You have a case. You'll win that case. But niggas will look at you and be like, well, why you ain't just fight back? Why the fuck you a rat? You snitched? You sent him to jail for punching you in your face? You a rat. Even though your lawyer will tell you have a case to win it.
When have we ever seen a company push the idea of somebody being a pedophile?
I have not seen that before, and I understand we put pedophile, rightfully so, over here as opposed to a bunch of shit. But I did watch Jimmy Iovine.
We can sit here and kick the Willy Bobo all day if y'all want to, but how you said you've never seen a label, we've never seen this in a rap battle where pedophile is the message. We've never seen it. I've seen Biggie and Pac die over a rap beef. You know what neither one of those gentlemen ever called each other?
Okay,
I seen Jay and Nas have the city shook up. You know what neither one of those gentlemen ever called each other? I seen Kiss and Beans shake shit up. You know what neither one of those gentlemen ever called or referred or even made even any type of whim that this gentleman might be?
But those people also didn't have that on their jacket before for other people to say that about them.
And
this is not because I don't think that Drake is a pedophile. So this is not me shitting on Drake. But Drake knew what but this is the thing. You be riding for Drake and going hard for him, but he knew what he was going to say about him because that's already a rumor that had been on Drake. That's why Drake knew what Kendrick was going to say. That's why you knew what Kendrick was going to say. So we're not about to sit up here and act like Kendrick pulled this out of thin air. You talking to somebody
that laughed at that before this battle even began. I sat here and said, what are you going to do? Call him a pedophile? Because I knew that people are online trying to make TikToks and fucking Snap stories and all this other dumb shit, think pieces about, he was dating this girl. Okay, and he was seen with this girl. And he did this with this girl. And then he kissed this girl on stage. And then he did that. So I'm just like, people are trying to make this a thing.
This is where I would be on your side. If he did not say, call me a pedophile in one of the songs. And then two, if he sued for Meet the Grams, which gets into more pedophile shit about his friends, there's the alleged daughter shit, I'm a deadbeat father, all of that. Why isn't he also suing for that song? Because that song didn't have the impact Not Like Us did. That's why people view this as you are a sore loser and that's why you're suing. He's not suing for Meet the Grams.
Bro,
Meet the Grams has pedophile shit in it too.
Let me explain.
It just didn't work and stick the way Not Like Us did. But UMG still put that record out.
All right, so you being somebody that has put out music, you being somebody that's worked in the industry, do you not think that UMG worked that song?
Absolutely.
All right, then so why are you sitting here acting like you saying, no, Meet the Grams? Because they didn't work Meet the Grams. They didn't put the push they did behind Meet the Grams as they did with Not Like Us. You know how labels work.
I know, but now it's
so speak to that. So I understand how UMG pushed that record and pushed that message.
Can I answer that? If this was still the petition about bad practices between a major and DSPs for pushing a specific song that had pedophile shit, I would still agree with you. This is a defamation case about being called a pedophile. Why wouldn't Meet the Grams make that same exact definition?
He did mention in this lawsuit about them not pushing it illegally, but pushing it, doing their job. This is a single.
It was a hit record.
It was a hit record. Yes. This is not illegally pushing it, but you're pushing this song. One of the things that they brought up, for example, Drake's new lawsuit alleges that UMG allowed content creators such as Kai Cenat, No Life Shaq, RDC Gaming to monetize reaction videos to Not Like Us without enforcing copyright claims. Right. Which some labels do sometimes because it's like, why am I going to snatch down free advertising? This is free advertisement. So that is one of the things in the suit is you were pushing this song that had this message. Right. Which, again, like I said, I'm not mad at. I'm queen. Get over on the law.
Water, man.
I'm queen. Get over on the law. So Drake can do whatever he wants to do. That's fine. I'm not surprised that Drake is suing. To people who are surprised, that's whatever. My only conversation was, like I said, when I brought up with Maul is, if you're gonna have these standards, you gonna sit in that seat and you're gonna have these standards for hip hop. When it comes to Drake, you tend to look over those standards for hip hop. Because if Cole went and sued for a diss, you wouldn't stand on that. That's why there's a bias.
If Cole felt like his label violated his contract and did some fucked up shit that they shouldn't have did, I would support. I'm never with the labels. Fuck the labels.
Same.
I'm gonna support any artist that feels like their contract was violated.
Okay. I'm not gonna bring up again that nowhere is anyone saying that his contract was violated. There's nothing that's saying that his contract.
Well, Damaris, again, more information is to come. We're only reacting off of what we have so far.
That's what I'm reacting off of. You're reacting off of something that you talking about ifs. That's not what's going on. We're talking about the defamation case.
I'm telling you what I've been telling you. If his lawyers, which ain't no fucking court-appointed lawyers, if his lawyers feel like they have a case and they took this federal, then we just got to say to ourselves, you know what? His lawyers know more than we do.
Okay.
And
that's all.
I think we're having two different conversations here because we both agree that there is a case here. And let me walk back. I don't know if he'll win. I think there'll be a settlement because he has enough evidence to prove that they violated a contract or a defamation thing. We're talking about his brand as a rapper and how insane it looks. And as of yesterday, I think it's solidified, not like us, as the greatest diss record of all time because of this lawsuit.
Oh, come on, man.
Rap is perception.
You know what? I'm gonna start taking what you say.
Facts?
I'm gonna start
Since when has rap been facts?
I'm gonna start taking.
It's perception. I'm
gonna start taking what you say verbatim.
Okay.
It's because of the lawsuit that is now attached to this record.
The defamation.
That you feel like, okay, so it's not just the record why you feel like it's the greatest diss song ever. It's the lawsuit.
The impact in which it had to the other artist caused that artist to go sue their label for defamation because they put it out. If we're talking rap battle and not legal shit, that is an L, my friend.
Okay.
That is an L.
All right.
So, and if you do what you gotta do, Drake has way more money than me, way more shit to focus on. I don't even know what it's like to be in that position. So who's to know what I would do in that situation? I'm here to just talk about the rapper perception at this point. Like, how would you feel if 50 and Game sued Jimmy Iovine in the middle of their beef? They were on the same label. They were funding both sides.
Yeah, but if somebody feels like something was violated and their lawyers, I would be like, well, shit, the lawyers feel like the label did some bullshit?
By definition, for sure, Game or 50, with their back and forth, could have sued Interscope for defamation. You funded 300 bars and running. Look at all this shit that's about me. It's a lie, everything.
If you feel like...
They put Game on a stripper pole with a tongue ring as an artwork.
Right.
At that time, is that not such... Yeah, see, it's... And of course, there's a difference between that and pedophile.
Right.
But in the height of the gangster rap shit, you don't think that affected Game's reputation or how they viewed him?
Yeah.
People will really say like, yo, that's a real photo. That was the artwork that they put out. So yes, Game and 50 both would have a case to go sue. Anyone in a rap beef, when you're both on the same label, would have a case for defamation because rap battles by definition are defamation. Who can
100%.
Who can do that more? And everyone, including yourself and me, would look at 50 and Game nuts if they would have done that. And we would have said, well, there's the loser, the one that just sued. It's a perception thing. I agree.
I want to.
He has a case.
Okay, so can I
just go rap, man?
Because look, I don't ever want to keep talking about it. Can we revisit it once it's all done?
Sure.
No matter what comes out after this, can we revisit it when it's final?
Sure. If
tomorrow more shit comes out and they're like, oh look, they found the label. I don't even want to talk about it.
I fully believe that UMG has done some grimy shit to Drake when they had to negotiate with him and looked at what he was actually owed and deserved. Like any other company, no matter what industry you're in, we've heard plenty of times during negotiations where people start rumors in the newspaper or go on news and like, yes, this is a regular strategy when two giants are negotiating with each other. Mm-hmm. And it is illegal. Mm-hmm. But you have to add in the rap battle factor to this, where the rules are a little different and you will look nuts in the scheme of suing after a record works.
Does he look nuts in the scheme of suing, or does he look nuts in the fact that people are running around calling him a pedophile?
I don't think Drake's a pedophile.
I'm not saying what you think. I'm saying, does he look more nuts in filing a lawsuit, or does he look nuts in the fact that people are now walking around calling him a pedophile?
I think
like people are really believing that he's a pedophile.
This isn't me dodging the question. This is my actual answer. I think it just proves how great Kendrick Lamar handled this battle if everyone is walking around calling Drake a pedophile when he's not a pedophile. That, my friends, is a masterclass in rap battling. He did what the fuck. When URL, when they go back and forth, at the end of the shit, we don't even really go like, yeah, nah, Mook not really like.
Mook not really like that.
No, it's entertainment back and forth.
But
people now legitimately, which is crazy.
I'm asking you, what looks crazier? Me filing a lawsuit or me walking around and people thinking
and my answer again to that is winning this lawsuit will not change the minds of people that already think.
Nobody is talking about changing minds.
I'll answer you. I actually think that the lawsuit, if in the hip hop stratosphere, right? If we're talking about hip hop in the culture, in the hip hop stratosphere, because people who are walking around like, yeah, I heard Drake's a pedophile, aren't really in the real hip hop stratosphere, because if that's the case, they would know it would be a part of a rap battle and that there's nothing that really supports the.
What do you mean people in hip hop not walking around saying that?
You were saying it was just a group of 5,000 people in the community that were saying it.
No.
He's suing because of the comments of the rap world.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think Drake cares about public perception.
I mean, he put all the public perception in the lawsuit.
No, I'm talking about as far as like, what him suing makes him look like.
Oh yeah,
I don't think he cares about that.
I agree with you there.
So what I'm saying to Damaris is there are absolutely people in hip hop who feel like Drake is a pedophile. 100%. I believe Kendrick Lamar feels like Drake is a real pedophile.
No, so what I was going to say is I feel like those people felt like that before Not Like Us dropped. I'm talking about people who heard Not Like Us and was like, I heard in a rap song that Drake is a pedophile. So like, I'm not talking about those people.
But I'm asking, all right, so you feel like him suing is worse than him walking around being perceived as a pedophile?
Yes, because eventually people would have gotten over that. It was a rap battle. Drake, you keep making good music. If people really felt like you were a pedophile, they wouldn't be continuing to play your music. So
you feel like people would have got over the fact that, or feeling like he's a pedophile. They would have forgot about that.
I would have felt like the people who feel like he's a pedophile, who genuinely feel that way, have already felt that way before Not Like Us comes out. And they were going to feel like that regardless.
Right.
What I'm talking about is people who their first time coming into contact with that possible information was through the rap battle. And they're just like, oh, they said these things back and forth to each other. I feel like that would have gotten over it. I don't feel like if Drake's career continued for 5 years.
So you feel like him suing is gonna be a bigger stain than people calling him a pedophile? When
it comes to him being the greatest rapper alive, I feel like that is a thing. Yes, I feel like that, unfortunately, when we're talking about hip hop and what's important in hip hop.
Because the hip hop community don't care about pedophiles. They don't look at it.
Y'all don't.
Right,
we don't. That's been proven already.
So then why should Drake try to protect this integrity of hip hop when there is obviously no integrity in hip hop?
I'm not talking about Drake protecting it. I don't.
You said he shouldn't sue.
No, I didn't say he shouldn't. I never said he shouldn't.
You didn't say that?
But that's not a hip hop. That's a world thing. Some people have integrity, some don't.
I never said Drake shouldn't
sue.
All
right, cool. So we're gonna continue this once this entire case is closed.
And of course we will, but I won't have much to say if he wins, because I think he has a case and all right, cool. He won. Now what? Okay. So I'm not sure once we get the results of this entire thing, what the combo will really be.
Okay. All right.
I think people, if he wins and gets what he's asking for, when you had that if scenario, I think if he gets what he wants and stays with UMG, the perception might look even crazier. Okay. You were okay with them funding a shit calling you a pedophile. I thought you were standing on pedophiles, the worst shit in the world. Morals, we cannot do that. But you still want to be in business with them because they gave you the money you wanted? Okay. I think the perception will look even crazier.
All right.
Because
I think
then it's
the best perception is you win that case and you say, fuck UMG and walk away.
Which is what
I hope he does.
Which I think win, lose, or draw, I think he's walking away from UMG.
Same.
But that's whatever. My only point in what I was trying to get across to you is us having the conversations that we've had in the past, and why when it comes to Drake, whether I care about what Drake's doing or not, your bias shows. Because you care about certain things in hip hop and the integrity of hip hop, and you just don't do that in a rap battle. But then when it comes to things like this, it's like you can't see why, even if you don't agree, you can't see why people are looking at him like this is a sore loser move. That's why you're doing this. You can't see why people are doing that?
I can see why people think a lot of the shit they think. That don't mean I have to agree with it.
For sure.
Yeah, I can see why people think that. I don't have to agree with it. Yeah, 100%. I never said I don't see why people think that.
Okay, and
I'm saying I don't see how y'all don't see what he's doing as protecting his brand. That's the part I don't understand.
Well, we explained that to you, but we can disagree.
Right, and I don't think there's anything wrong with Maul having a bias for his friend. If another podcast called Maul a pedophile, and we all know for a fact Maul's not a pedophile, and let's say it worked, everyone was going around saying Maul's a pedophile. You don't think I'd have a bias in screaming that Maul's not a pedophile? That was a corny fucking move? Of course I would.
And this is the thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
The issue is when we're trying to get Maul to admit that he has said bias, Maul will say he doesn't have a bias. And I don't think that that's true.
I don't know if we've ever like
full out. I had full out Patreon episode. You weren't here. I sat in that exact spot where you're at, and I asked Maul, did he have a Drake bias? And he said no.
Oh,
as far as when it comes to music?
When it comes to period, that's your friend.
No, yeah, but I don't have a bias when it comes to his music. I've sat on here and said when I didn't like Drake's song. I sat on here and said when I didn't like the single he dropped with led was him and SZA, the Slime You.
Oh yeah.
We were having a conversation about the Kendrick battle and the conversation.
Oh, in the battle? I'm riding with my nigga. I don't give a fuck who the other side is.
Okay, but
I'm riding with my man. It's a battling we talking about. Yeah, I'm on this side. And battling, you got to pick a side, which is why I don't fuck with what your man did. You got to pick a side. Pick a side. That's all. Win, lose, or draw, we gonna pick a side over here. I'll take the L, but I ain't gonna be playing double dutch. Nah, we don't do that. So yeah, if it comes to a battle, I'm always riding with my niggas.
And that's where it's you don't do that. We don't do that. You're setting hip hop rules.
Don't do what?
Not suing in a hip battle, in a rap battle, or not, not taking rap battles legal is also a hip hop rule. So you can't sit there and say we don't do this, but the other shit we don't do, you cool with.
But you crossing the lines because you saying taking a hip hop battle to court.
I said legal.
It's not, but it's not about the battle. It's the business that was done behind a record that was used in a battle. Kendrick Duckworth is not being asked to come to no court or nothing at all. So this isn't about that. This is about what the business did with a song that was used during a battle. This is not about the outcome of a battle and, I'll bring Kendrick in here because he said this about. No, this is not that. Yo, I feel like y'all did some funny shit because y'all know the type of negotiations we having. I feel like y'all did some funny shit behind this record, and I can also prove it. And I also have language in my contract to where y'all violated my contract.
Okay, so final question, and we can move on. Do you feel like if Kendrick had put out Not Like Us and it said nothing about pedophilia and still blew up as big as it did, do you feel like Drake would still be suing UMG? If he called him something else, wasn't pedophile.
I feel like
called him something else, still blew up.
I feel like no matter what, if he feels like something in his contract was violated and he's in the middle of one of the biggest negotiations an artist has ever been in the middle of in the history of music, I feel like he would be going to court for it.
Do you think, I'll ask this again because we kind of went past it, as the final question, do you think Kendrick Lamar has a case against UMG as well?
As far as?
Defamation. You funded a couple records that said I beat my wife, used my wife's name, talked about my children that aren't mine. Does he not also have a defamation case?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
If he filed that defamation case, if this battle had went the opposite way, if
Kendrick comes out tomorrow and files the defamation case of UMG, I would be like, yo, if they violated some of this contract, I hope he gets all the money he wants.
Okay. All right, cool.
New Rory and Mal.
New Rory and Mal is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's January, and to a lot of people, that can bring a lot of anxiety because it feels like a completely blank slate that you don't know what to do with. There's a lot of things that you've planned for, but working that out with someone can not only help, but keep you honest so come February, you're not just floating away with everything you wanted to do this year. Think of therapy as your editorial partner to help you write some new chapters in 2025. I've been sitting with my therapist since the top of this year, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my boundaries. I definitely wanna separate work and personal life. I have not done a good job of that. Even though we started at the top of the year, don't think it's too late now. You can start at any time with your therapist to map out your 2025 because BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 therapists. Easily switch to a different therapist anytime at no extra cost. Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/RoryMall today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RoryMall. Mall, it's my favorite time of year, NFL playoffs, which means it is prize pick time. I might have been the only person last week that took the under on Saquon and left with some change. I was very happy about myself. I think this coming week, the Bills are going to just focus on Lamar Jackson, so I'm taking the over on anything Derrick Henry related. I don't care if it's yards, touchdowns, I'm taking the over.
Rory, I am taking the Chiefs, Pat Mahomes, over Saturday versus the Texans. Pat Mahomes, I'm betting it all.
That's a good call, Maul, because right now you can win up to 1,000 times your money with Prize Picks. You can sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's just guaranteed, Maul. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinion into real money all season long. Just go right on to Prize Picks.
Download the app today and use code RoryMall to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, download the app today and use code RoryMall to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
Maul, it's the top of the year, and I know what everyone's thoughts are. How am I going to make this year different? What are my goals? New year, new me.
New plan.
It's just a lot of anxiety and stress, but a lot of people have creative ideas for their business.
Right.
They just have no idea how to launch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the easiest answer, or the least first step for me, is Shopify.
The best time to start your new business is right now. Shopify makes it simple to create your brand, open for business, and get your first sale. Get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates, no coding or design skills required. All you need to do is drag and drop. Shopify makes it easy to manage a growing business. They help with the details like shipping, taxes, and payments from one single dashboard, allowing you to focus on the important stuff like growing your business.
Established in 2025 has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/RoryMall, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/RoryMall to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/RoryMall.
Have you guys heard Jim Jones's reply?
Yeah, I like that he rapped. I mean,
oh no, we know that. He's in record time and Jim gonna respond. When he had to respond to Pusha, he shot a video.
Within an hour.
Yeah, he had a video out, edited, colored, everything in an hour and a half. So
yeah, like, how do you find a camera crew on 45th?
Yeah, nah, Jim, he gonna respond. We ain't gotta worry about Jim responding.
I'm not gonna compare being called a pedophile to you're from the Bronx, but I do like that
it's 1A, 1B.
We know the Bronx is dirty as fuck, so it's close.
Yo, chill. We ain't gonna keep running with that Bronx. You know the Bronx has some beautiful parts. It's some beautiful parts of the Bronx. We're not doing
beauty
that.
in dirt.
Yeah,
Bros
but y'all be trying to make it seem like the Bronx is like, just like a wasteland. Like, we not doing that. The Bronx has some
that's Staten
beautiful
Island.
Come on, Peach. Peach knows.
What?
I had some good nights in the Bronx. Learn how to crip walk in the Bronx.
Yeah, because you have to all them. You want to be hanging out. Yeah.
So we finally revealed the Crip friend.
Yeah.
We've been avoiding saying his name for like 2 years.
That's also not who I was up there with, but that's mad funny that you said that.
Nah, that's just funny.
That's mad funny that you. I'm fucking crying. I'm gonna bleep that, but I'm fucking crying.
No, but I like Jim's snippet. Obviously promoting the album. He put up some MAGA merch. Make Dipset great again.
I'm not gonna lie, beefing with Cam and then wearing Dipset gloves in your response video was just like, all right, fam. It's a grown conspiracy online that this is all, this is a play. This is being, it's set up. Like, this is not really a real beef. This is all, this is kind of marketing. This is kind of what you call, what the young boys call it, clout chasing.
Yes. And the Republicans call it grifting.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I can go with that theory that they're behind this because we've actually heard for years behind the scenes that who was it, Leor, that someone was trying to get Jim to beef with Cam, or like Mase was behind the scenes saying like, yo, we should beef for the public. This has been a thing. But even when they were all beefing, they've always worn Dipset shit. They created it together. I'm still wearing Dipset even if I'm beefing with Dipset.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I'm doing. And I like that he replied with raps that weren't like emotional.
Got right
like
to
he didn't, and I don't think Cam's response was emotional, but that could have been more of a crash out with a reply.
Yeah.
I like that he just got up there and told his story and plugged his album that's coming out and promoted his single that's out. I mean,
I just don't want to.
Jim looks like the mature one after that. Like, I thought it was the good move. If Jim really got on there and got emotional and started saying wild
it's
shit.
emotional. This whole thing is based off of emotions.
I'm saying more of the like suck my dick route or like all this in raps. He just went and told the story.
Told his side.
Yeah.
Told his side.
Listen, I respect it.
And high-end raps, great beat.
I just hate that it's where it's at with these two. I just think that some of the things that have been exposed and talked about publicly should have never been talked about, especially when you're talking about Jim and Cam. it's just way too personal, and I just don't think that that's for entertainment. I don't think that they should be beefing for entertainment. I don't believe like how some people online have started to say this is all fake and they're doing this just to, I don't think that that's real. I think that this is a real issue that they have. They've been through this before. It seems like they go through this every few years. But I do think that this may be the final, straw where I don't think that we'll be seeing a Dipset reunion anytime.
No. And to that conspiracy, I wouldn't see the point this time around. Jim, I think, like we said last episode, is the past few years has created a great solo rap career for himself. Mm-hmm. Cam is doing great on that show. Why would they need that? Neither of them need this.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going that conspiracy.
All right, but let's just for shits and gigs, how long before we see Jim on It Is What It Is?
I think they make up.
Elliot was on within what, a week and a half?
Mm-hmm. I think Cam is so petty that they make up and are cool, and he still never invites him up there because it'd be too good of a look.
Yeah.
Even when they've made up, we've seen how petty Cam can be, to the point that when they were cool, he even bought the Vamp-like copyright without Jim even knowing.
I don't know.
And it was cool.
I don't know, man. I just seem like, because Cam is petty, but then he had the petty king up there and they was beefing 50. So if like Cam and 50 could sit down and chop it, I don't think he'll do It Is What It Is. I think he'll do Come and Talk with Flea. That's what
I could definitely see that.
I don't know if Jim and Mase could be in the studio together.
No.
I don't know if it's, even though Mase did say he did try to get them on the phone together so they could squash it, and I love that Mase put that out there. He's like, listen, I'll try to get them to talk, privately before anything went to where it went. You can't make two grown men get on the phone and speak if they don't want to. Mm-hmm. But the fact that Mase tried that, I love that. But I could see a Come and Talk with Flea. I could see Jim doing a Come and Talk with Flea.
My last rap battle comment. Do you think if Drake does decide to rap, he will call Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance a Tubi movie? I can see him getting that bar off.
Why?
Because they're streaming the Super Bowl on Tubi.
What do you mean?
They're streaming the Super Bowl on Tubi.
How?
Electricity, I assume. I don't know.
So is it wait, the Super Bowl is being exclusive?
I had the same reaction.
No, not exclusively.
Oh, I'm about to be like, I didn't know Tubi.
Selling the Super Bowl rights to Tubi.
I didn't know Tubi had the back. I was about to be like, wait.
See,
what?
now you pocket watching like I was with Meek. No. Tubi may got it, man.
Fair.
You don't even know this could be a Meek and Tubi collab.
Well, Fox owns Tubi.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So that's a good look to put this in your streaming service.
Give him a little look. Yeah, okay.
But I feel like that would be a good jab for a Drake reply. Your halftime show was a Tubi movie. Like,
yeah.
I mean, not that it would really have much validity because it's still the Super Bowl, but got to get that shit off.
I get it. Okay. But okay, I was ready to go like, wait. Because y'all was, talking crazy about Beyonce and her fucking Christmas Netflix performance. Mm-hmm. Tubi?
You hate, man.
No, but now that this is a Fox, this is one of the Fox's, little homies. It makes sense. I see the business behind it.
Well, maybe the shows will get better now. A little bit more high budget. What you think?
I mean, the money is obviously there.
I think Fox is going to be yelling Tubi's from the Bronx. I don't think there'll be a split at some point. They try and put the little homie on. I don't think it's going to work.
Give them a little look.
Yeah.
And then like, all right, go do it.
And hold it over their head.
Yeah. Like, we gave you that look. Yeah, I know how that shit go.
Gave you the Super Bowl.
A few weeks away.
You excited? Who y'all think going?
As to the Super Bowl? Uh-huh. I don't know yet, man. I don't know. It's still too early to even like. I feel like I
want to see the Lions.
Injuries, but I wouldn't be mad at that. The Detroit gonna go crazy if the Lions go to the Super Bowl.
I'd like to see the cities of Detroit or Buffalo finally get there.
That's a man Super Bowl right
For
there.
Sure. Yeah, that's a blue collar.
Yeah, that's a blue collar. Yeah, still them niggas still take their lunch to work.
Yeah, they all have the black lung.
Yeah. The black lung.
All of them.
They all spit tar when they get home from work.
The fucking backbone of the United States up
absolutely.
There. But now I'm excited. I might go down to New Orleans. I'm still figuring that out, but not to the actual game. Might be in the NL streets. Just, give LiAngelo some validity.
Yeah, I feel.
Can I come? I've never been to New Orleans.
I would say
There's a
we
reason
should
why
go-
you've never been to New
We
Orleans.
should go when it's not the Super
Because
Bowl.
you might not come back from New Orleans. You might be out there just doing too much.
I don't really do too much when I go out, but I do.
You sat here and almost went crazy talking about New Orleans accents. Like just something about
That's my
something
favorite
about a New
accent.
Orleans accent. Ooh.
That's my favorite accent.
Homie was just in your DMs.
Homie was just in your DM.
He got a spot.
You think he'll let me borrow it without him being there?
No.
Oh no.
Oh no, he'll be there.
I'm so
He
cool.
don't go nowhere. He'll be there.
I'm so cool.
If there's anywhere he'll be, it'll be inside the
home.
house.
It'll be home for sure.
Nah, I'm mad cool on that actually. But I've never been. I heard they have the best food in the world. That's why I want to
It's
go.
definitely up there.
Yeah,
I feel like
some
you
of
should
the
go on a
best food
non
for sure.
Super Bowl weekend or like
Yeah,
going on,
I want to do
or
like
even
some.
Essence. Like go do a New Orleans experience by yourself.
I want to do like I want to go like do some research on like hoodoo and voodoo. Like I want to.
Oh, it's there. You can feel it.
Yeah,
It's in the air.
that's my type of shit. So I want.
Maybe.
Did they put the new Equalizer with Queen Latifah on Tubi? Because those moves, that looked like a Tubi special.
I caught some of Queen Latifah on Eagle. Listen, we love Queen Latifah, man. She's a
legend.
icon. But I just think it's certain roles we gotta just be like, all right, man.
All right, where do we rank this with Kev Hart's handgun display at the end of that movie versus Queen Latifah whooping 3 guys' ass
With a scarf.
in a project lobby with a scarf at that? Where did the scarf get that much weight? You got a rock in that shit?
Now it's like lightweight, so you could just like kind of whip it. Like, remember when we used to take the
Those
dish
are-
towels and like.
But
Yeah, but it didn't do that to
somebody-
5 grown men.
Yeah, those are like 4 grown men though that were really trying to hurt her though. Like that scarf is that cashmere wasn't supposed to do all of that.
Do you feel like in movies sometimes they already know what this scene is going to do and do it for viral purposes?
Probably.
Like when they shot this, no one
might be
was
some
sitting
of
there
that.
like, this is going to be one of those fighting scenes that like Jet Li did. Everyone's going to be like, this is hilarious that Queen Latifah is beating up 5 men with a scarf.
And one of them ran away.
And Mike Epps is laughing in the front seat.
Well, not everybody though, because if you're casting Queen Latifah in the movie, the demographic you're trying to get will believe the scarf thing.
We've seen her whoop ass in movies, don't get me wrong, but this is a different.
You don't think this show is trying to target my demographic?
Your demographic?
Yeah.
No, I think your mom.
Drake fans?
I think they want your
No,
mom.
they absolutely targeting me. What are you talking about?
Nah, I think they want your mom.
Are you crazy?
You feel targeted?
Yes. And I don't believe none of this scene.
Why do you feel targeted? Why would you think they were trying to get you? A female equalizer that's whooping somebody with a scarf. They use Queen Latifah. Why do you think that you're the demographic?
Because I'm going to just go out on the whim and say that the age that Queen Latifah is portraying in this may be my age.
Yeah, but a demographic is more than age. Demographic is more than age,
Like
though.
the cast maybe, like what are we talking about here?
But
this is absolutely
Let's
targeted
target men
to
in their 40s from the
35
Bronx.
to 35 plus year olds. This Equalizer show is definitely targeted.
But
35 plus.
demographic
And
is
that's
more than
in,
just age.
Barchester.
That's one thing. It's more than just age. It's race.
We're black.
It's lifestyle, and
I'm
it's
from the street.
gender more than anything. You
All right,
think they
I'm
put
not
in
a woman.
you think they put Queen Latifah as a female equalizer for you? For men? That
okay.
was not for men. That
Okay,
was for
so-
women.
All right, so you think any girl that I grew up with on my block is going to see this and believe this scene?
No, it's not about believing the scene. I'm talking about purely who the demographic of this is for.
Okay.
I don't even think that girls that grew up on your block, again, I don't think that's the demographic. I think the demographic is your mother. That's who I think the demographic is.
You think the Equalizer?
Older, I think older women are
You
the
think that they
They feel
target-
empowered.
You think they targeted 70-year-old women? This show.
Yes, 70, 60, and 50-year-old women. Yes, I think that that's the demographic.
All right.
I mean, I don't.
Those are the Queen Latifah fans.
Okay.
Like, I'm crazy?
If you think the Equalizer is targeting 60 and 70-year-old people, you're crazy.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The main one is probably 30s and 40s, but I'm sure they'd like to.
Like, what do
I think the main
70-year-old?
ones
You
is
think the
40s
Equalizer?
and 50s. I think 40s and 50s.
I just said that.
But no, you said your age.
He's 40.
I forget that sometimes.
What we talking about here?
But
Why
you
y'all?
don't-
Okay.
Y'all
but
been
you
sitting here
don't
trying to
act-
make
you
me
don't
sound
act your
crazy all the
age.
time, dog.
You don't act your age. This is for old. When I think of this, I'm thinking about older
He's gonna
people.
let that shock it. Oh, that's crazy.
I'm thinking older people. This is only older people like shit like
mature.
this.
Just let it slide.
No, it's
She knows
25.
not what she do.
I told you 25. All lies. I'm listening to it.
You don't act your age. Is crazy.
When I say he don't act his age, I'm not saying he acts childish. I'm saying what he does for a living and the type of, like what you do for a living and the type of shit that you watch. That's not your age group.
I do a
They're not
podcast for a
targeting.
living. You think Joe Rogan's not older than me?
Sure, but Joe Rogan
most
isn't a
people
hip hop
think personalities are
podcast.
older.
You think so? Do you think? All right, never mind. Because we could keep going. I could keep proving her wrong, but I'm not.
Do you think Equalizer and Joe Rogan are trying to target the same people?
Joe Rogan is not trying to target who the Equalizer is trying to target.
Why isn't Joe Rogan in the Equalizer? If Queen Latifah beat up Joe Rogan in this scene, you have my $12.99. I'm going to theaters.
Yeah,
I'm not even streaming this
I might need to see the second part of this fight. I might need to see
with Joe Rogan,
like when he get his get back. When he got the scarf, I want to see what Joe when he the scarf wrapped around his arm and he pulled that shit away from me. Queen Latifah.
No, he hops out of an ayahuasca tank with the scarf.
Taking a cold plunge. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
I mean, all these fight scenes, we don't fully believe until I saw this other clip. Can you pull up that link under the Queen Latifah shit?
Yeah, I got you.
Maul, this is not a movie set. That guy did that in real life. Imagine you chilling at the mall and that happens.
That's crazy.
That's a real life fighting scene for sure. Maybe Queen Latifah could do that shit.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. If that's not a movie set, getting that off in real life is crazy.
What's the shit Simone Biles and them do when they jump up and do? It's like their version of triple axel. Like, what's that spin called? He did that shit with another man's neck between his thighs.
Yeah, nah, he knows something. He knows something. He's been studying.
They got guys with riot shields and weapons that are terrified. He came in raw dog and did that shit.
Yeah, he been training. he been paying attention.
Yo, I saw the funniest trend. I hope TikTok does not end this trend. In the Houston Galleria Mall, there are people faking proposals and then go into full-blown WWE fighting scenes. Like they'll stop in the food court to set up this whole
flash dance.
This is WWE flash dance.
Got you.
Everyone looks, oh my God, a proposal.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets into full-blown fucking rock.
But this is all for TikTok, right? So all of this type of shit is over.
Well, this is a professional wrestler that did this too.
Oh my God.
You know how many times I've been to the Galleria food court? Why doesn't this happen to me in real life?
Look at the crawl.
Like I want to be.
You saw he crawled out of the frame?
Yo, I never watched the whole clip. This is fucking hilarious because it really is like wrestling.
And then you don't even know whose side you're on because it was pitched as baby father interrupts proposal with new boyfriend. She beats up the new boyfriend too.
Yeah, new boyfriend and baby father. Because don't swing on my baby father. Let me beat my baby father ass. You don't come.
And he was the other girl was just standing on the table waiting for him to come over there. This gentleman is waiting for his wife to finish trying on shoes.
Yo, when I tell you, do we know, is this like a group? Do they have like their own page? I would train for months to have the opportunity to be a part of this.
Well, they're professional wrestlers.
That's what I'm saying. This would be a dream for me if they took me under their wing.
Go out there and get your ass kicked.
I want to do like the American dream in Jersey. Like I'll train for safety.
No,
this would be the funnest
See them
thing
cops
ever.
to get you out of here so quickly.
And 0 for 2 for proposals.
You good with like your hips and like your like legs like that? Like your thighs?
I would train. They're not what they used to be.
I would train.
Right? When I did,
That's not what I asked. I asked, are you good now? Like,
yeah, I mean,
whenever people do this, no.
Yeah,
That means they can't.
I mean, you know, old football injury, old track injury.
Yeah.
But you know, I was when
Father time. I get it.
I would have been in the league. But I think one of those easier moves I could be a part of.
What's the easier one? Just jump off the table?
Yeah, and like throw me into a ball pit or something.
Ball pit. These niggas in the middle of an escalator. He's talking about ball pit.
They have that at the American Dream. They have everything.
All right, Baby D, we got any voicemails?
You've got mail.
Yes, we only have. So this is the thing, y'all. When y'all are sending voicemails, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Please tell that entire story in 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm not playing a 7-minute voicemail on this episode.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not doing.
We're not doing that. I need y'all to get it off in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, that's number one. Number two, more people need to leave voicemails. Y'all have to. And don't call asking stupid. There's a couple of them I had to skip because y'all in here asking stupid questions, asking questions y'all know we aren't going to give you the answer to. Just call, ask our advice, and we'll give it to you. But yes, I do have one that fits the bill. So you guys ready?
Hey, this is King. I think my question for y'all is really just, what are some of y'all favorite fashion brands right now? And what are some of y'all favorite fashion trends that you've either observed or you've partaked in the past or current? Yeah, that's it.
Current fashion trends?
Yeah.
That we like?
Yeah. Like red boots. Big red boots.
What would you have done if I showed up to the pod with those boots on?
Left.
I just looked at you and laughed. Same way when you.
But like I wasn't trolling. Like I came in, thought I had that shit on.
You come here all the time, think you got that shit on. We
No, I
just
don't.
pile with you.
No, I don't.
What if I come in and be like, yo, you see my drip?
Yeah, I got that shit on today.
I wear fucking earth tones.
I don't know
no logos.
what are the current fashion trends right now. I don't even know if I know what the current fashion trend.
I only know for women. I don't know for men.
What's something for women?
Mini shorts are back in. Like shorts that look like panties.
When did they leave?
Nah,
I feel like women been naked for the last.
I wish
It's different.
Can we bring sundresses just back? Like I wasn't even mad when all the chicks were dressing like SWAT team members that summer, but like, can we
You talked mad shit that summer. What are you talking about? You were mad.
I know the asses look great. It was just hilarious. Like
SWAT team.
The one pieces like bodysuits that like cuffed like underwear. It looked like bathing suits almost, or the full bodysuits where it's like racer kind of like
the
head to
racer
toe.
was funny, but they were putting on like vests over those bodysuits, and I'm like, all right, SEAL Team 6, we didn't call you.
There's no
Those are
danger
cute
here.
though. I think that's cute.
I don't know any current fashion trends.
All the trendy
I guess
people-
the shiesties, y'all can get rid of that. That's just
for safety.
everybody just being dressed and having on a ski mask is like.
I
I
can't
don't
believe
care if it says Chanel on it.
I ain't gonna lie to
I
you. I
don't
went
care if it's-
outside today and I thought about putting on a shiesty. It was cold as fuck.
that
If you
would
in
be
New York,
understandable.
wear a shiesty right now.
But in the summertime, like you can't ban hoverboards and not ban shiesties in the summer.
Yeah,
Like what you wearing that for, except for crime?
right.
But the trendier kids, I feel like, are all wearing Hot Topic pants now.
Big pants.
Yeah,
Yeah, parachute pants.
That's a thing.
I mean, I get it. I'm not mad at it. I mean, everything has this. When we was growing up, or when I was growing up, big pants was in. That was a thing. Like, so I see how everything comes back. Big baggy jeans, wide leg, flare bottom pants, where they dragging on the floor. You can't even see your boot. All of that is back. Like, I'm not really a fan of that, but I understand it. I get it.
Do we think with the baggy pant trend, this has been my ignorant observation because I don't really be outside or be on fucking blogs for fashion. I feel like sneaker culture has dipped a little bit because all the trendy kids that were sneakerheads are wearing baggy clothes that don't even really show the sneaker. And everyone's wearing big ass boots so they can go with their baggy shit.
Yeah.
I walk past the Supreme store, I don't see the lines it used to be.
Yeah.
A lot
no,
of
it's not
shit is
as-
just, and I could be completely wrong. It could be skyrocketing.
Yeah.
All I know. Observation in my bubble, I feel like the sneaker collector, sneakerhead shit has died down a bit.
I feel like it's died down too. I feel like Nike has a lot to do with that though.
With skinny jeans, you needed the fucking high top sneaker, and that was the piece. Now it's
Yeah.
the pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So Nike made shit so hard with the remember the fucking Nike.com app and trying to get drops and sneakers became too exclusive. And like when you make something too exclusive, motherfuckers don't want it because they don't even try to shop for it. They know they're not gonna get it. So only people that got the cool sneakers are sneakerheads now. Or
But the
people who
resale
are-
game is dying though. Like,
Yeah.
shoes are sitting. Like Jordans are sitting in the stores now. Like, and that when you start seeing that happen, it's like, oh, okay, like that resale shit. People buying a bunch of them shits. That's over with. People not even wearing them shits. It's harder to get like New Balances and fucking, shit like that now. Like collab sneakers with local artists. It's harder to get those sneakers than it is to get a pair of Jordans now. Like, I don't know. The fashion world is it's tricky. It has its ups and downs, especially when you're talking about streetwear and things like that. A lot of brands come and go.
Do you have any streetwear brands that you're willing to? Because I know certain shit you're not willing to shout out because they ain't paying you. But they did ask, like, are there any brands that like you really fuck with, either new or up and coming, or ones you're loyal to? Because people care about the way that y'all dress. I don't know why, but they do.
I got that shit on. He was hating before.
Streetwear brand. I mean,
No response.
shouts to my people at Godspeed.
Mm-hmm.
Those my guys. I mean, that's still Supreme, depending on what it is. But outside of that, I don't really jump too much into streetwear like that anymore. Like,
Y'all don't feel like it's been kind of a open disrespect to my face that I haven't been in an Aime campaign yet?
Yeah, I
Like,
do. I thought
in the
that
beginning
before.
it was like, I get it. I'm not that pop, whatever, cool. I think it's personal now.
When I seen some of the
Because I be
motherfuckers that
seeing
was
people
in it,
that
yeah.
like, and humbly, because I really don't think I'm famous. I'm Z-list celebrity, if anything. People have way more following me, but I be seeing some people that one are uglier than me and have less followers.
so now it's personal.
Yeah, like now I
now
feel
it's
like this
personal.
they sit in their creative meeting and are like, all right, remember, no Rory this campaign.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's the first rule.
Like Complex.
No
Yeah.
one in the marketing team ever suggests that.
That's all right. We just make our own shit. That's how we get around that.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
man,
niggas ain't
Aime.
Aime though. Y'all can make some cool shit, but you know.
All right, see now you know what? She don't get no packages. Just because she said we ain't making no Aime watch. She gonna be the first one. Nah, I need that. Nah.
Yo, Aime is my favorite brand, and I think people have known that for now. Like every photo or pod, I'm wearing some type of Aime. I'm happy with their success. The new store, they are investors light years above from when I started wearing it, and that being like the local Queens shop. I knew all the employees. I walk in now, I feel real disrespected. Like, sir, do you have an appointment? Oh, there's a line. They put me with the common folk like, no, I was here with the first t-shirt.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll go back to that time.
Yeah, I'm starting to become that person. Like, not the do you know who I am, but
Nah, that was
even when they had the older store and the lines would get crazy, they were doing exclusive drops. I knew all the people there because I've been shopping there since they opened it.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, yo, come on. I'm still paying. They're not giving me no free shit. I'm a paying customer. But now they just look at me like, oh, guy, go in the line with the tourists.
Yeah. It's cold. Go get a coffee and stand outside.
Yeah. And then like, they have, because you have an account there. When I go check out and they can see how much business I've had, I looked them right in the eyes like, you made me wait 40 minutes to come in here and
you are such a Karen.
He is. It's bad. It's bad.
I think it's gotten worse since you had a daughter. I don't know if you know, it's gotten
All right, let me ask y'all, this is a good conversation. Yes, I agree. I do have my Karen moments for sure. Not denying that. Is that Karen shit though? Absolutely. If you have supported a brand since the beginning, supported it, for free, have promoted it.
Listen, no. Because
all my shit is free.
No. I think you misunderstand what I'm saying. Yes, it is Karen shit, but I also agree with it.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, see, I'm not knocking
Karen his way.
Yeah, I'm not knocking what you're doing. Keisha. I'm just laughing when I see you go through like, yo, that is such Karen shit. But I'm with you on that.
I feel like
if you can see my spinning history, look me in my eyes when you look up from that monitor. Like, yeah, look me in my eyes.
Yeah, and I'm not mad because they got a whole new staff, and a lot of the people that worked at Aime now are like in the executive level. Like they're not the cashiers or the salesmen anymore. Yeah, they have like roles now that are way higher because they've been with the company. Yeah. It's just a new breed that has no idea who the fuck I am, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But it is insulting to my ego. Right. Which gets me on my Karen shit. I should have been shopping online during COVID. I should have been outside showing face. Meeting the new employees.
Bumping shoulders. I was about to say bumping shoulders, right?
And that, boy, is that shit embarrassing when you're with out-of-towners too. Because, Aime store for the most part just in New York at one point. They didn't have them everywhere. Mm-hmm. So you get people from LA out of town, I gotta go to Aime. Like, I wanna go to the store. Yeah, I got you. Line around the corner, new employee trying to bring emotional oranges in there. I'm all the confidence. Like, yeah, no, come on, man. That's my store, of course. Right. Sir, there's an hour wait.
Oh, I know. Oh, and when Rory has people with him and he gets like embarrassed and like flustered, his face is red. Oh, he gonna call.
That's when they call the cops.
It's not embarrassment. It's shit. I'm responsible for these people's experience. Yeah. And now I'm fucking it up.
Yeah. So I feel you on that.
I hate that. That's the most embarrassing thing. Like if I get turned around somewhere, if I get turned around somewhere, it's just me. Nobody, if a tear falls, nobody's around to hear it. I didn't really cry. But if people are with me, it's like, and then when they be like, nah, it's cool. Like we could wait. Oh, my heart. You in the club, you brought the girls to the club and they like, you ain't on the list.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
When they be like, nah, we're not letting nobody in right now. So you stand to the side and wait, and then they let 5 people walk right in.
Oh, fuck.
Then you got to Laios, a new doorman. Like,
and then the people you got with you start whispering to each other, like you don't even know what they're talking about.
And your dumbass just standing there with a phone in your ear.
Acting like you texting somebody, calling somebody. Like, ain't nobody coming outside this club.
And then the person that was going to get you in doesn't answer. So now they watch you get denied, and they watch no one pick your call up. It's girls there in dresses. It's cold out.
Yeah, that's when you go to the go-to. Like, I heard it's light in there anyway. Like, let's go. It's light in there anyway. Like, let's
he just texted me, sent me shit dead.
Yeah, like it was light. Yeah, it's dead. It ain't even worth it. Like, we're gonna go to this other spot.
That's so fucking.
Then you gotta call the fire marshal on your way out.
Yeah, fuck this whole party up. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, because alone, like, even the last time I went to the Aime store, there was a wait, and I didn't know the person in the front. I was like, I'll just keep walking to the train and buy online. If I was with y'all. Oh, I'm throwing a fit. 100%. But yeah, I don't really,
Yeah, I'm not with the fashion trends. I really couldn't tell you.
Where would you like?
Where would you like? Wear your shit. I'm
Unless you're
a
teacher.
Even if you're a big sneakerhead collector, wear your sneakers because you just keeping them in boxes in the closet. They gonna fucking break in half the next time you try to put them on. Wear your shit. Like, I'm at that point. Wear whatever you got. I don't care if that's a collector's edition, and wear it. Yeah. That's my advice. Wear your shit, whatever you like to wear, however you like to wear it, just wear it. There's no rules no more. It was never no rules in fashion. That was part of fashion, but Wear it however you want to wear it.
Well, this was fun. We will be back very, very soon.
Yes.
Before we leave Damaris, you don't think I got the drip on right now?
You got like, I mean,
That's good.
you look like Rory.
You like a good substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cool substitute
Gotta
teacher that the girls will fuck.
Keep the sneakers in case a fight break out. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to move if a fight break out.
She just not like us me. What the?
He do. He look like the substitute teacher
I'm fucking
that the young girls would want to fuck. Like, oh, I would, yeah. He look like that. Or the young professor, like the young professor at a university. You're not tenure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you say, yeah. Like, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I got you.
Let's get out of here, man. Before I get any more accusations.
Be safe, be blessed, have a great week, and we'll talk to y'all soon. I'm that nigga, he's just Ginger. Peace.